And we are back. We spoke a little about the Hospitalers. We spoke about the roads. I suppose back on the topic of the Hospitalers and by extension the Steaders, it seems that on the north side of the river, the violent growths that have been plaguing people living in that area have gotten incredibly aggressive and have actively begun attacking people passing by, which is not especially unusual for them, but certainly not at this level of aggression. Luckily, where the Hospitalers have been assisting with the Steaders and the Vale's investigations into the nature of the violent growths, they have supplied armed forces who are able to protect the Steaders. But again, as I usually warn, please do be exceptionally careful around the area of the Greenbelt. I think this is really highlighted very much that we should be especially careful of any alien fauna or flora that we haven't encountered before. Um, Speaking of aggression, the Mountain Immunity War, because let's be honest now, it may as well be just referred to as a war, continues with the Cybrid Vigor putting in a heavy amount of manpower to combat the the mountain muties and the augmented muties or orc muties. You may have heard the term being used, um, which seem to have been members of the Cybrid Vigor who have been overcome and modified by whatever seems to be creating the mountain muties. Um, these orc muties are especially dangerous. So again, be careful if you're living near the mountains. I think the only thing that's not really contributed to the muties attacking with these new forces is Lord Fairfax's regiment and the Cybrid Vigor continuing their assault on the mutant encampments. But it is something to very much bear in mind. This next piece of news weighs somewhat heavy on me, and it is to do with mutation, as I've been talking about. I was sent a sample of some material by the magpies to ascertain what the nature of this material was. A very small bag of what seemed to be silvery powder. If you come across any of this silvery powder, do be exceptionally aware that it is in fact unprogrammed, unpowered nanites. I don't know how much of this material that the magpies have, but considering the nature of our the nature of the situation that's been going on and the danger of nanites that we have been shown, this is an incredibly significant and dangerous find. I can't in good conscience keep this knowledge that the magpies have these items to myself, considering that the power of nanites is terrifying, as we've seen in multiple instances now. With that in mind, let's go to another video of a gentleman who I believe is associated with Lord Fairfax's regiment, talking a little on some old techniques from, I believe it's pre-Civil War America, for food preparation. So I'll leave you with Mr. Townsend and then some music, and I'll be back soon.